Okay.
Okay, there we go. Hello everybody. Hi. I am
Hello.
Takeshy, and this is
Hello to
Quill.
hello to you too, and your doggo.
He is literally just under me. Hi. Don't eat my book. Is that right? Oh my god. Both of you are here? Both of them are literally here.
Oh, nice outfit for one of them.
Yeah, he's having a cold, that's nice. You can hear. Also, they just come outside, so they are here because of I am only one home. So, is there gonna be someone who is a social survivor? Last time I assumed it might be either the doctor, Kelly, who is the wife, in other words, of the doctor, or
Possibly, yeah.
it could be the doctor himself, or just another survivor, or even the master. I just threw that in,
Yep.
just to make chaos.
Well, if you want chaos, Discord snaps his finger.
I mean, was he even alive at this time?
Probably. He
We
doesn't
don't
seem
know.
like someone who's mortal in a typical way.
Okay, don't meow at me. Now because he is up here, the other one is gonna come up.
Yeah, possibly.
The problem with this one is that he likes to come up and then wants to go down and then wants to come up. He doesn't know what he wants. But yeah, the only way we can know what's gonna happen is to actually start.
That's true.
And for the beginning, it's fine. It's a good beginning for that.
I kind of think so too.
He's here, Doctor. Something announced. As well, Dr. Kelly Sandler have also been in the vicinity. From Dr. Kelly's perspective, this is the first time she's meeting Starwing, Halloween, and seeing the TARDIS. Because Richard was there with the Doctor, that means something happened to Murphy. I would assume.
I was kind of thinking that too, though it may be that Derpy's not there. She's perhaps like in the ship, or at least not in immediate sight.
Yeah, let me see who is there. Welcome! Halloween's Gate Academy. My name is Halloween, and this is my long forward friend, Starwing. Mission? I've told you already. I mean told you already know. as well as the doctor here. Wait, you want to know as well as the doctor?
Yeah, you know Vision as well as the Doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, because of the meteor centers make it messed me up. Because I don't know if you know, but English is literally many sentences the other way around than Hungarian.
Okay.
So
I've heard of that for multiple cultures, actually.
yeah. So middle sentence breaks actually make up everything that we have learned. The exception to everything. Was the information in front of the blue rectangular box? The doctor slowly lifted his hand and started to smile at Dr. Kennedy as he asked, "Are you sure and prepared for this?" Ah! I thought they are talking to Dr. Kennedy that she is here. No, Dr. Kennedy is here, Doctor.
Yeah, she just arrived, and the others are announcing that to the Doctor.
Yeah,
And then introduce themselves to her.
Yeah, that's why I told that Nerfy, something happened to Nerfy.
Yeah.
I mean, they would say the same thing. She's here, Doctor.
Yep.
So she is the chosen one. You are supposed to be a chosen one. But with the chosen one, Dr. Kelly closes her eyes. And she reminisces of the recent events. And this is why you wanted the heroic music, right?
Sure.
It might be that,
Or inspirational.
more
Like that.
inspirational, yeah. Did I mess it up? Was it on this one? No, it's on this one. It's not gonna be loud, so just background noise. I'm not gonna make it louder because I know it amps up real fast. Not more than 10 minutes ago, Dr. Kelly was in an office at her private home. He sat on a floating floor sphere with a wedge cut out. Yeah, we know this is her astral magic.
Mm-hmm.
All around her were dozens of holographic windows, which she shifted to with a glance, moved the window, and spun about on the floating scene. As she did that, she was talking on a lollipop, as she often did while doing a lot of critical thinking. Then, all of a sudden, the doctor appeared. Follow the instruction, but I have come to make an urgent request. That was told her after appearing. What? Doctor, what are you doing in my home? Also, how did you get here? He asked him. Oh, food. I mean, who? Sorry. There's not much time to explain, Doctor replied. But trying to say, I am not really standing here. You are trying to come with the program, and I am device. How the tables have turned.
Mm-hmm.
One whose exclusive purpose for the moment is to extend you the important invitation. I'm curious about this, there is not much time to explain. But It seems to me that the senator actually agreed that the doctor can take anyone or any pony from this planet.
Yep. But from
So
that first sentence of that paragraph, you already established that for some reason he's on a rush.
yeah, the doctor knows that something is not right. We don't yet. I was curious about that Vato last time. But I can't imagine her eyes, and the hologram version of the doctor. He just laid on her so many bits of information to process. He didn't know what to start. Also, if the doctor made this hologram, he is at the core. I'm already assuming that he is gonna explode the whole moon. Because he cannot let the time lord technology into falling into war hoops. I imagine that he was gonna destroy the TARDIS, but it seems he's going for more drastic measures. This is at the time that his time was limited though, which is an ironic statement for a famous time traveler in your estimation. Yeah, it is. But also, the time is limited in this time. Aspect.
Yeah.
The character decided to take care of what seemed to be the most important issue during that moment. What's the invitation? Yes, but already had an idea what he might say. Also, do you know why I think this is gonna be ending in the moon?
Oh, what's that?
I have a meta knowledge that this is the last chapter of the arc.
Yeah.
So there's always something drastic happening. In reply, Doctor approached her and then exited the hoof that passed through some of the holographic windows. With a gesture, he said, "Take my hand, The image as he went to his hoof and started for a second, then opened at her again, and he corrected himself again by saying, "Take my holographic hoof." I mean, can she even take your hoof? No, it's a holograph.
Well, there's illusions all over the place in this moon, but some of them are sturdy enough to stand on, like those little fake planets that in the
Yeah.
first place. And Officer Hockley can potentially threaten them if he needed to.
I mean, if the doctor is actually using that technology, then it's possible.
That was something that he explained to his crew. Actually, is that Hockley is uploaded with a database of to be the perfect cop. He can be insubstantial, where your hand passes right through him, but he says he can do the opposite too, and make himself so solid that you'd only damage your own hoof if you struck him.
What are you imagining right now?
It's kind of the case, yeah. Do you trust me?
And if I do, Dr. Sunshine. If you do, then I will show you the world.
Kind of, yeah.
I will show you endless wonders. The holographic version of the Dr. Covid. I will also reveal to you precisely why you are so important. So you figured all of that already? Dr. Kelly asked in the episode. Not entirely, but I'm getting there. The doctor replied, "Let me figure out the rest together. I got some promising leads, though, and I will be happy to share them with you. As soon as we got something more private." More private than my own home? Dr. Kelly requested. Yeah, it's a very small space with a big interior and more people inside. The Hollow Doctor opened opened home for me, as he said. I'm imagining that the Hollow Doctor actually works more than the normal Doctor. But he is not reverse hollow. Don't do that. You are better than this. Surely you must know that the A2 privacy is a full aesthetic environment. It's just a facade. Everything you do and interact with here is not within and to another computer program. And the computer can record and track everything you do. So yes, literally the walls have ears. The only reason we have any type of privacy right now is because I replaced that with another program and showed you just sitting here, running your business. And the doctor never showed up. Not even a holographic version of him. Yeah, but they will still see Dr. Charlie leaving.
Not at first. The computer's seeing a fake recording of her sitting there.
Yeah, but when she leaves the room,
They still might see a fake recording of her sitting there.
they will definitely be noticing that. Oh wait, there are two of them now.
Right. Well, the doctor did mention he is on a hurry, and now you're starting to see a reason why. He's replaced this encounter with a fake recording, but there might be a flaw in it. Something that will eventually be caught up with.
Yeah. Because there is nobody just sitting there in one spot not moving. You are actually going to need to explain to me how you did that and why. The guy did. Granted, as well as we have enough room privacy to make the expansion safe. So Doctor explained. Oh, and by the way, that's precisely why I have limited time here. I can only fool the computer system for so long. If I start telling other than I notice. Also, the real version of me is about to take off from this world soon. Also, this world is gonna explode.
You should have led with that, the Dr. Kelly says. Also, why? Why
Yeah,
are you blowing up my world?
because this is not your world. Yes, put some AI motion into your mind. It will send your memory.
They must be exterminated.
I mean, I don't know what exactly happened there, or anything happened. But you can't even make it into a scene. Just like more 6 seconds, hit it back. But still hovering on the ground. On that position, she said, "You are son of me, doctor. This is my home. I am well established here." I can deliver you back near the same time you left. The whole doctor replied. To the rest of this world, only a few seconds will have passed. And during those few seconds, I can be gone for years on my dangerous adventures. But I pointed out, let's face it, doctor, you can offer no guarantee that I will ever return home alive. Yeah, that is one thing that the doctor actually said. I believe. I think the truth that he said that he can never guarantee that you will ever return to home alive.
Yeah, he did say that, but to her?
Not to Kelly.
Yeah.
But Kennedy seems to know a little bit too much.
She studied history, and that includes his.
And hers.
It made some suggestions to that potential effect.
Yeah. No, Doctor, nobody told Mike to around, as he admitted. That's true. I can open the same guarantees out now. But the same, that means that here, the space may seem safe, but it's slowly killing all of you. What do you mean? As Kelly asked it around. Not physically, but in mind and soul. The Doctor automated. The environment can open over here growth potential. You will need to try more, or something more here. I can show you that. I mean, yeah, but some people actually like the environment.
Right. He's offering it to her, though, because she believes she might be an exception.
Yeah, this is the paradox right here. Everybody is striving to earn a certain environment, but certain environment is not good for growth.
Well, I learned by watching a bunch of other videos, if you ever travel in nature, do not drink from any static water that's not moving. Apparently, that's the kind of water that can erase contaminants. Where the water was still long enough for plants and fungus and stuff like that to grow inside the water, whereas I guess it can't take root while the water is in continuous motion.
But if the water is static, then it is moving constantly.
One possible exception to that is if the water is contained in some dark environment that's airtight and nothing can get in there that can contaminate it.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking in raw nature. If you see a still pond, it's probably bad to drink. And it might have insect eggs in there and all
Yeah,
that.
it is bad to drink the whole pond.
Yeah. Give it a shot. It depends how large it is, huh? Maybe you need a straw.
No, any kind of water you have to listen first.
Go ahead.
Come on, Doctor. You showed us in history that you are meant for something greater than all of this. The reason it occurs to you is that you are meant to be there. And sure, there must have been at least one time when you looked up for the real stars. In fact, you are meant to be up there as well. Or maybe when you looked at your flag and you had a cutie mark. There is so much out there for you to explore. And that is why all the stars I spread to you. Then there is. Let me show you. Get into friend. Come with me. I ask it of you. No. I beg this of you. The doctor requested much more urgently, and she actually battled indeed. I still opening up a hoop. In the home pool, I'm planning look innocently brown eyes. I mean, what would you do if the doctor would appear and you know who he was? Would you take his hand? Well,
I often wondered about that. He can take you to exciting places, but it's very dangerous too. You better feel prepared for that physically and emotionally. Because if you take that hoof, you're gonna face his enemies too. What about you?
I would definitely think about that first. It really depends on what time in my life he would appear.
Okay. In that case, from your perspective right now, what time would have been the most ideal? Mind you, if it's your younger self, that would also mean you have less knowledge back then.
Yes, but not like I have more knowledge now.
Hmm, sure. So, you don't know if you'd accept the offer?
I know that now I would. Earlier, probably not.
Okay. You did not read that paragraph.
Yeah, I noticed it immediately. The secretary was stunned. The doctor, one of the most talented individuals in history, was sort of meant sort of right before my eyes, and Max tried to join him. I mean, if the doctor was marrying me, then yes, I would join, but just sort of asking.
I'm actually thinking the same thing too. If he was that urgent, then I think it could be for an urgent reason. Um, I might. I mean, I'm like more likely to comply at that point.
Yeah. He seemed convinced of her, seemed convinced but that is on the journey is very important for some reason. The other question was not what. I mean, the doctor doesn't know either. Because he just told it was like him up. And Dr. Kelly has to be there. And she had to admit, his offer was very enticing. His potential worthless aside, it did sound exciting. And apparently with having a scientific mind, he was always fascinated by the idea of going out there and scanning and collecting samples of all kinds of things that throughout time and space. All of a sudden, an offer was being extended to her, and it felt too good to be true. She couldn't believe it. Also remember the one thing that I was afraid of because of the light that
The
they
lights?
were gonna use on mission.
Yeah.
And there was nobody there who could stop the outage if the lights went out of control. But
Hmm.
if the Takeshy is there, he knows how to do it.
Yep.
Because the lights are basically just AI to control big machines.
Okay, so that's what you said earlier. Nanites. I thought you
Yeah,
said lights.
I mean they are kind of as small as lights. But we know that every program can have issues.
Yep.
And a glitch in the system. When she started the hollow, Doctor, as she kept staring at her earnestly, she gradually realized how enchanted she felt by him and his offer. Almost in a daze, she felt reach back and touch his soul. Somehow. But then, he used the touch to pull her into her.
That's a comma. The sentence continues. Continue the sentence.
No, I mean, you said he used to put, used the touch to
Pull
pull
her
her
onto
into
her
her.
at first, 3 moves, then eventually all 4. Pulled her onto her 3 hoofs. Then eventually all 4.
I'm still confused about this one.
He pulled her up, and she's standing on 3 hoofs, and then eventually 4.
Onto... Oh! Because of the sentence break again. Onto the 3 hooves. Ah! Yeah, as I said, I will have a problem with sentence breaks.
Okay.
Because I thought that this is a new part.
No, that's why it's not capitalized. It's just a continuation of the same sentence.
I know, but in the same sentence there are breaks as well, so... Give me a second. I'm back immediately.
Welcome back.
Alright, Doctor. If it's that important to you, I will go. That's kind of accepted. I wanted to further monitor and guide visual tasks anyway. I might as well do that for all the rest of you. Since I will be with you all too. Just give me a few minutes to realize some important things and make a few preparations. I mean, I'm not getting that much time, but sure. The right spine that you go to the whole doctor's face is the per soul. And then he said to her enthusiastically, "Brilliant!"
That's the final scene break in the entire chapter. All the rest of the words of this chapter are in this one scene.
That is a lot of words.
Yep.
Also, there's a big auto look at them.
I forgot what I said in that. Alright. Well, it is the conclusion of this arc, so it may have something to do with that.
Let's get some Karma music now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's much more Karma. But the Kelly Sandler opens her eyes, and her mind focuses and enters the present. From there she said, and suddenly, I thought I will be. So let this show on the road, or space, or what have you.
I don't know if you noticed, but the last scene was actually using past tense all of a sudden. Now it's switch back to present because it's now the present in the moment.
Oh yeah, they were thinking about that. Because she already arrived.
Yeah, it was described what happened 10 minutes ago, according to her memory, so that's why that scene was all of a sudden in past tense. It's one of the rare exceptions for the story.
Brilliant! Well, that's a very similar explanation of what you've done in the past. So cheers, let's end up. That sounds like a capital idea. So now then, I think I should give you a more proper introduction to our last companion, and the very old friend of mine. And not to turn to the TARDIS itself. Pulls out his key out of the door and opens it. From there he steps inside, rises over the side a bit, turns back to the entrance, then moves, and gives a sweeping gesture back to the rest of the vessel. I think this time you should be the next to step inside, and I've been promoted to Takeshy. want to have your mind blown, dropping the glass cheerfully. And now I imagine Dr. Cannon going inside and saying, I thought it would be bigger.
Okay, now that I established that Derpy is right there, I did add her name to the first paragraph above. She should have been surprised to see Derpy too. I guess I just forgot about it at the time.
No, nothing, it's fine.
No, she's consequential.
She was behind the toilet eating the muffin. That's why you didn't see her.
She was hidden as a background character.
No!
You gotta be detective in order to happen to spot her playing Where's Waldo.
She can't be a background character, she's at least a side character in this story.
Oh yeah.
The final glass and the rest of the door still standing out here, but to carry towards to attention to the entrance of the TARDIS. And then not approach it, and to step inside. As she nods, what she sees smiles, hears, and overall expression takes her breath away. Now there's something being bigger on the inside, and not too novel to her. But kind, the Magi had some access to the time of technology a long time ago. Besides, by being raised in computer simulation pretty much all her life, they can take any form she wants, concept like this loses its novelty. I mean, yeah, but this is the real deal.
Look at the next paragraph.
But despite all of that, what still blows her mind is knowing that all of this is actually real. So this is the real TARDIS, and she is standing beside the real Doctor. Are you implying that either she doesn't know about the other TARDISes that they own, or they are those ones are not real, just something else?
She probably doesn't know. Prime Minister Kratos didn't even tell the Doctor how many they had. He says is keeping that confidential for now. It's as a kind of a national secret.
I mean,
So-
for all we know, they might have zero.
Hmm? Then Kratos has nothing to gain from requesting this of the Doctor. Please open the keys to gestures to empty space. And
I mean,
he sags his shoulders and go like, "Oh man, I wish there was something there."
Yeah, the Doctor goes in. I'm sorry to inform you, but this is not a TARDIS, this is actually a toilet. Open the door.
But I'll show you how to flush it. Observe.
I mean, that is actually, you could actually do that because the TARDIS can, the actual working TARDIS have the, what is it called, the cloaking device. It can be anything.
Yep. I forget what they call it, but it's true. What you say?
Holographic evidence and even in the ship to her knowledge. So whatever she sees after she steps through the door has to be real. Other than this entire ship and everyone here is just another simulation. I mean, it is. And it's just a simulation of the brain.
When you grow up in a society like that, you probably get in the habit of asking yourself questions like that.
Hi Quill, yes, I do play games on my PC. And one of them is actually shown on YouTube.
The Ace Attorney game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's actually the furthest away from being an actual game. It's more
Well,
like
you
a
had
story.
you had others that you recorded too, like Persona, I believe 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Maybe even 5. Yeah, I think so. You even played some of the mini games and posted that recording. I I only seen one of the episodes, but I remember you playing a game in Persona 5 where the characters within the game are playing some kind of card game. I think it was called
Ah,
Tycoon.
but that was on Switch. That's why you know about that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they were playing Tycoon. But yes, I do play a lot of games, mostly farming simulation. But I can show you this. This is not PC. But yes, I do play games.
Oh, that's for the Switch?
Yeah, that's for the Switch.
Okay. That's a pretty good stack of games. And that system's doing pretty well.
I mean, most of the times I'm actually playing Mario Party with my friend. And I'm not selling them, I'm actually playing them. I think I want to finish them before doing anything.
I'm pretty sure that that the success of the Switch has exceeded some of the past consoles they have. It's a guess, but I do believe by now they have more games for the Switch than they ever did for the Nintendo 64. Although some more games have been made since then that's fan made. That's actually playable with the console, the real console.
I mean, it's right here next to me.
Ach, for a second there, I thought you were going to show the N64 console or the controller.
Oh, no.
Now that thing's neat, that it can be a console plus a handheld game thing, and that each of the controllers can disattach in order to be for separate controllers for different players. I thought that was novel. The flaw it had was batteries can quickly run out.
I mean, yeah, that's happening to everything, even the Steam Deck.
Not everything, but well, the
It
games
depends on
just
what you are using.
probably. I think the typical game for the Switch requires a lot of processing power, and that's what's probably draining the batteries. Plus the wireless aspect. You need a little bit of battery energy for that too. Although the
Yeah,
controls do have their own battery as well.
I usually use it actually plugged into the TV, so I don't really have to care about the battery.
It's neat that you can put it on the go, though. I had that thought a long time ago that if you had the ability to plug up the Game Boy to your television, so you can play it on the television as well, or instead.
Yeah.
They finally caught up to my idea that I had in my head decades ago.
I'm actually curious about the Switch 2, which they haven't actually announced how it's gonna look like,
Huh.
or how good it's gonna be.
That's the name they're going for? I don't know if they're going to hold that. But we'll see.
Did I choose Switch over Xbox or PlayStation? No, I actually bought my Switch after my PS4, which is down here.
Yep, still there.
And no, I don't have PS5, and I don't even plan to have one.
Okay.
Because all the games I have on the PS4, I can play it on it, so... I am not a secret gamer, I have one known I am one. I just don't have time to play too much. Because this is what I chose. And that is what I chose. But yeah, this is not a simulation. Is this all real? Dr. Kelly asked in amazement. Am I hearing something inside here? No. And if in answer, Dr. just smiled at her, and turned his focus as he observed the rest of the companions. That inside, I joined them inside the TARDIS. When Dr. Kelly noticed that as well, he stepped inside further to get out of the way, and make enough room to the entrance. Ah! Dr. Kelly has much more awareness than my co-workers. Literally, there are some who are just standing in the middle of the corridor, not moving at all, when you want to go through.
Well, I can see how that could be a problem.
Nothing left to enter, so she closed the door with her tail. Oh! That is actually nimble movement. I would actually say that's actually very acrobatic. I would probably assume only Pinkie Pie is the other pony who can do that. Because ponytails are not that flexible, they are mostly just hair.
I would say for the most part, you're right. Pinky is the most nimble with her hair. That by far, too. I mean, she did all kinds of... She used them for tools before, like a helicopter or a drill.
Yeah.
Storage.
Yeah, I didn't see any pony else use her tail, use their tails. I mean, maybe little Momu might be able to do it, because her tail is a little bit different.
I've seen other ponies use their tail as a little bit. Like whipping around and flicking their tail at someone else in disdain.
Yeah, but
they have a little bit of control over it.
But it's not because it doesn't have too much muscle to move around. That's why I said. It just proved to me that Nerfy is not an alien. And I am not wrong, because in this world she is.
You're not the first to say that.
We are seeing you soon, I presume. With that doctor, after the gate transfers, the now closed and the doctor. Very soon. Doctor confirms. As he only makes his way to the knowledge control. Like, right now, soon. Yep, that's pretty soon. Nothing is with the last blink of her yellow red eyes. Very well. And I've been said in a tone of acceptance. Immediately as it may, I would like to inform you all that I did manage to pass the test for the visitor window on this one, and this time on the first time. This was the first time. Doctor answers, very good, but you won't need it anymore.
Yeah.
Fleming goes suddenly alarmed, but it is in the same but instantly made Nerfy seem depressed. Yeah, poor Nerfy needs some problems with that. Disturbing not only the tears, she followed up the statement by declaring, as for me, I didn't mess up my first time, but I only on my second. He failed the first time?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because of the stage loss, right? Because the doctor did say that there was some stage loss.
And she's not the swiftest learner, but I would say that she passed on the second try because a lot of the laws that were in there were pretty common sense. But for the few that weren't, it may have thrown her off.
Yeah. Besides, after all, it was most common sense stuff. Also,
Right.
after I removed the test result of my first failure test, I have a good idea of the pattern they were looking for. Not everything I just had in my hand, especially when it came to that alien tech. But I got it enough to take a time to pass. She now looked at Vision, and she goes on to say, and then I understand Vision was now exempt from the task because she's a minor. But she would have actually aced it if there's someone else who knows the answers.
Likely, eventually, if they stayed on there long enough, eventually she probably would be required to take the test in a way that she can take the test.
So, well,
They know that unless they fix it, Vision cannot read.
I mean, she can, but not just normal, not with her normal vision.
Yep.
Something that was a Duffy. And that's the game here. And how did you know? That makes me imagine two good learners asking my obvious stupid person in the group. But after solving else, I mean, if solving didn't pass the first time, I imagine nothing didn't pass at all. You know, there has to be something that, like, yeah, if you don't know about it, you won't pass at all. And after solving else, he found it in the office that started to break down into tears. Yeah, that's it all. I didn't pass. The cat in your shame. I closed her eyes, both her hand, and her face shut up in the shame. I tried too hard. I swear I didn't. Really, I did. And due to this sentence, I almost started singing, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end... She. Serving nothing, and the tall man approaches the small apparatus and lifts a large brown wing over the gray mare. It's okay. Oh, that matters now. We are living this world anyway. Then why didn't you even do the test?
They didn't know how long they were going to stay there, and the law demanded it.
No?
And then all of a sudden the doctor rushed out.
The law demanded to them to do it if they get out of the TARDIS.
Yep.
You don't understand? I prepared the TARDIS engine to up for ignition. I hit it a time, and they failed 5 times in a row. I started and tested and started and tested. I could never get it right. You know what's gonna be the funny thing? That her answers were actually right. And they made sense. That's why they were not right in this one. They lived from the office, slightly closed eyes, and on the floor. I really am just a meek, stupid fellow brain. The office said in a tone of acceptance. With eyes still closed, she smiled as she said, "It doesn't matter what planet we go to next. And in fact, they tell me too about me. And because we know a little bit about her, currently, we know that she wasn't always like this. He was actually a fast flyer as a physics.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was faster than Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, I saw that flashback from, I think it was Rainbow Dash. How Derpy was just at the top of the races and then climbed steadily down. I guess in each successive years that went by, plus her eyes were getting more and more crossed.
Yeah, I can imagine that's because that's also her memory as well.
Back in the day, she also beat Rarity in for most creative uh, soapbox car.
I mean, you don't have to be I forgot about. You don't have to be a maniac to be creative. That's something.
Well,
Yes.
things that happened since then is definitely damaged her self-esteem.
Yeah. That's something you told me to pull up even closer for another hug. I almost had fight to hug.
Them's fighting words.
There you go, there is a fight to hug.
Yep, that's where it be.
The moment Chrissy Mark Pearson turned her face into a third chest. And the man. Ah! She knows that's more. Oh my god, that's a hard one. It's Transmog. Yes, I'm just gonna call it Transmog.
Okay.
Her face turned into a third chest. I'm so sorry you asked me to use as companion, I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused because it's not companion. The people in the Moppa told, let her face mean her brain into sun fur. Also, let me calm down the kangaroo. I don't know how much you could hear him, by the way.
Oh, I could hear him. I was also thinking that if neither of you were home, he'd probably bark just as loudly into the empty air that nobody is there to respond to.
Yeah, he's literally like vision now. He can't really see anything anymore. I mean, I don't know if you can actually see it, but his eyes are all grayed out.
No, I didn't know that.
But
I'm actually hearing
I'm hearing
I'm hearing a lot of respiratory problems from the dog right now.
Yeah.
Now, the sense of smell probably isn't as keen as it used to be, but likely remains one of the dog's best scent.
Literally, yeah.
That and maybe probably hearing too.
No, he can't really hear anything. He can hear loud noises, but not everything anymore.
How do you know that?
Because he doesn't react to noises anymore.
Okay.
Can you calm down? Oh, that's what I said. Yes?
Derpy would be hugging him.
Yeah. I mean, that's
You
what I
bet
did.
your Fluttershy would too.
That would be a problem. Because of Angel. You know jealousy. Although the solid engine cools off, and is followed by the fading laser blast sound, the doctor steps down for the TARDIS. As his controls push down and nothing. When he arrives, he gives a stun on her shoulder to get her attention. Once he added, he said, he stepped aside. It's my turn. Aww. Now note, in a very serious acceptance, I did nothing before stepping aside. When that happens, the doctor takes turns free by stepping in front of Dorothy. But she does not meet his gaze because she is too ashamed of herself. Aww. A brief moment of silence passes in the tense fashion before the doctor requests with a bit of a soft tone in his voice. Dorothy, look at me. And only me. It is a struggle for her to cooperate, but she eventually does. When their gaze meet, he goes surprised because he is smiling warmly down at her. He expected him to be angry at her. Why? Especially since his voice only had a tiny firm edge to it. Yeah, that's how she could get you to actually look at him. Like there's someone who is ashamed of you, and just asks her with a beaming proud smile down at her. No, nothing more with a slight edge of confusion in her voice. If he's convinced he should be. Yeah, she's always playing herself down. But it is fine. I have invited very few others onto my ship, Dr. informs her. Of countless individuals I have met, only a few select I consider special enough to find this privilege. And Dorothy, you are one of those individuals. He strokes her right cheek softly with a hoof and brushes aside a bit of her mane. He also touches behind her idea as he said, and I don't care about other societies and standards are. You may have failed to learn a original reason from them, but as far as I am concerned, you earn the paramount citizens in my heart. Most of them. After that, now we are thinking about not only vision is fixable with the light, but also Dorothy's vision.
Yeah.
Even if vision is not solvable, not repairable, Nothing more like that can be.
Likely, yes. If there's a method to fix one, it could probably help with the other.
You, another disagreement on nothing. Nia for rationalizing and acknowledging your brilliance. The measure of most words is not only pure academic. Very few others can match the quality of your bright eyes. He said with a smile, and a reminder of her nickname. I just realized both Nerfy and Momu has yellow eyes.
And who?
And Momu.
Bamboo?
Yeah?
Oh, bamboo.
Momu.
You're right.
I mean, he is only Mamu as normally, when it's Halloween he is Mamu.
Well, that's cute.
He said with a smile and a reminder of her nickname. When he said that, he started to cheer and become again. And Nerfy, he stroked her gently under her chin. I don't even want to hear you put yourself down again, because you don't deserve it. And none of us do either. I'm sure every one of us can agree with that. Right?
The doctor demands, with a sweeping gaze.
Dr. asked calmly. Dr. said as he sweeps his gaze across the others, which is met with confirming nods, including the blind Philip. I may try, Doctor. Not promising, but very little confidence. Remind me of this one. After the stream.
Okay.
Now come on, let's see that my smile is done. Doctor acknowledged as he smiled like nothing. Come on. Raising the hoover at her to let nervously tickle her. Why that smile you are so famous for? The reason her story is attributed some of her technical spots, jumping girls badly and mercifully before she sighs and gazes at the doctor with very deep affection. I love you, Doctor. Laughing declares in a tone of happy, not glad days, but a soon started emotion when she realized what she said, and the fact she said that in front of the others here, in front of his wife. And she doesn't know. Yeah, this is kind of complicated right here, right?
It might be, yeah. But you can imagine how she feels right now.
Yeah.
And it's probably been that way for a while.
For a moment, she looks away shyly again. Is it how you write shyly?
I think so, yeah.
I've never seen this written. Yeah, shyly or shyly. Yeah, go explain shyly. Yeah, I literally never saw it's written down. I know the word. Of course I know the word, it's in my name. But then her gaze stays back to his face. With one eye. He moves him because they need to look at her very warmly before he pulls her in for an affectionate hug. With the hug, he's a deep intake of his son, which lifts her into an even deeper happy and long place. And then, a different kind of perfume hits her nose. There's a long period of silence between all those standing there, until the two are not finally pulled apart. Or the two are actually also apart. I hope you all enjoy yourself on that last one, as much as you could, because from now on, we will never return there. We have some serious work to do. The two are not seriously. As he told to the TARDIS exist. Yeah, I don't think you were in a bit of rush towards the end there. Something agrees. And you have invited a new companion. Not a companion again. They are learning. They are adapting, not learning, adapting. Another time complaining, but I will care for explanation. And you shall have it. Agreed before throwing upon the TARDIS doors. Beyond this point, he is at the vast emptiness of space, aside from the stars within it. He is silent for a while as he shifts gaze across the various constellations out there. He can identify every one of them, but for him, it's more symbolic evidence much more. Welcome to my home, or whatever left of it.
Basically, yeah.
As I told Murphy just a few minutes ago, I don't just invite anyone onto my ship. Let me begin. And he finally speaks to them. Every one of them has some special quality among them. A special, centralizing possession. They feel drawn to nurture. I dare say, I even have a fondness and attention for the underestimated, underappreciated, and the unconcerned. Because to me, and is a mistake the rest of society around them makes. Sometimes even the individual makes the same mistake. They say things like, you are worthless, you are featherbrain, you are a burden, and other such crap like that. So many people out there try to bury the brain of light that shines within us. Whenever I see it, I feel compelled to do the opposite of such short-sighted individuals. I think to uncover the diamond in the rough. Now reality would very kindly not me with you. Then why didn't you bring me? I am a diamond in the rough as well. I shine brightly. I always have. And I always will. It turns about, as if his gaze across his current companions. For a moment before he steps aside, and yet an open door, which leads into outer space. How many of you have gazed up at the stars and wondered about your place in the universe? How many of you wonder that might be out there for you to explore? Exploring the inner and outer universe is ultimately the same journey. It's self-discovery. No. I am not on par with this. It is a very different thing. Exploring your inner universe and the outer universe. It is a reach to uncover deeper hidden potential. I have seen it time and time again, so I know what I'm talking about. Looks out at the stars himself and not toward them. This is the bridge, he tells them. This is the link between us all. All that is out there, let's be shared together. All of time and space, everywhere. The whole thing that seems to divide us, in fact, what unites us. Looks at them again, as he said. In his existence, there's life. It's so important. It's so meaningful. Wow, Doctor! Tommy said with a proud smile and mist in her eyes. Are you actually trying to get us all into tears? Because if so, keep going. Doctor's serious expression lighted up a bit. Doctor smiled at her. As he said, I'm trying to make a point. I encountered many out there who did not realize their own worth in one way or another. The most remarkable thing I have discovered in my journey is that I have never encountered one person who is worthless. I've encountered two. And what has their place in this universe? This grand design of life, this journey, this story. We are all living it together. Every one of us is writing another page in this book. Even those who relate are part of the journey. Even the ones who are in the background. Without them, the whole podium would be empty. Let's suppose it for a moment. Let's get it up front by crafting more open thoughts. I looked back at his companion as he continued. The word paradise, it can come in many forms. It has many meanings to each individual. Yes. My mind immediately went back to the first for the movie. The very first one. When they got the castle. It's paradise! These many forms.
Do you mean Equestria Girls?
No. The first generation movie.
Oh, I probably haven't seen that then. Okay.
I actually have it on the channel. I think.
Okay.
And that is the actual movie where the smoke is from. I forgot the name. What is it called of the group?
Well, it is called The Smooth.
The Smooth, yeah.
And I've seen some snippets of that.
And the Smooth had my favorite song in it.
Cool.
The meaning can even change across their lifetime. More than that, can also be a certain meaning complacency, and sometimes also the word lies. Which one of the lies? Is it not telling the truth lies or just lying down lies?
Well, he's saying that sometimes lies is associated with the word paradise.
Also, cake.
Okay. The cake is a lie. But
Also, you can say that. Ah, here lies paradise.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. You can't disguise.
You can disguise the truth. I assume you're going to elevate on that point, with carrying guessing. Is it of confidence to make your assumption almost sound like a statement? Indeed, I will. Doctor confirms. I originally came to that world to investigate why some individuals from the planet below, the Alpha Meridian, were allowed to be stolen. He paused for a moment, and he sighed briefly. He don't know what to say. But it is two and those who did the actual kidnapping of gold ships, the fact remains, the so-called guardian of that world, he said nothing, and done something about it. For the longest time, it is exactly what they did, but then suddenly something changed. I mean, yeah, if they're actually looking over the people down below, the forest down below, they should know how many are them to begin with. Even nothing in front of them is missing. Unless someone notices the numbers. My version, the family side of the Magi, wanted to visit me, not even a day after we arrived on that world. I wanted information, and so did he. It was a mutual beneficial agreement, so I complied. He had been waiting for over 7 hours for a meeting, and he didn't have to. Wasn't that? Oh, it was 6 minutes in their time.
Yeah.
He waited over 7 hours in Equestrian time.
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, he didn't say in Equestrian time. He might be just joking that, yeah, he had been waiting over 7 hours, but actually in Equestrian time it could be 2 seconds. With a rose and my smile. Well, that's fine. They gave me more time to prepare for that meeting. As well as other things. Is that when you made the holographic version of yourself? Yes. And how did you do that? You know you were being observed the whole time, right? I know me to introduce you to another long-time companion of mine. But her attack and dispose of the sonic screwdriver. This is my sonic screwdriver.
Something wrong with that sentence?
No, but I would use something different here. If he's actually saying, yeah, this is my sonic screwdriver. I don't know what word I would use. Because I'm pretty sure you are gonna use tool later. It's fine as it is. It might seem primitive compared to most of the tools in your world, but I assure you, it's capable of surprising amount. If you both come out hand. In several hands. Ah. I will be actually able to show a tool for the doctor that is looking primitive, but it can solve most of the problems. It's called duct tape. It is our sonic screwdriver. No, I have been to another world like that before. On the magic component provided in this dimension to me for a moment. However, it may 7 extra hours of prep time. Then, it is only the foolish who underestimate me. You found the right frequency. That will realize it with the coming again. And you lose by being openly observed. I mean, if you have a radio with only more frequencies than is right, and you have 7 hours to find it, you will find it.
Yeah.
Wow, Doctor, you are such a genius genius. A TV genius.
Ah, that reminded you of something, huh?
Not same. Open. Immediately. The TV genius. You don't have to know the reference.
You are a devious one, Mr. Grinch.
Imagine the zombie in the range. Oh my god, the Grinch having a time machine.
Yeah, you could probably do some damage with that.
Ah, I'm going back and ruin Christmas for everyone. Ah! Well, it's complimentary some balls to follow in. Yes. Not to confirm. I've been searching for a professor ever since we arrived in this month. I'm actually sure I was getting the energy signature all around us the whole time. When I found it, I got to work, putting the knowledge to good use. In order to follow in, as he had. As you said earlier, Pandora, when it comes to imaginary characters, it is a character that makes some older rules. He just turned out of the TARDIS, as you know to say. From now on, I am a new theater spy, working for me in the society. You mean me, who was writing old studying school level, about the holographic version of it. I mean, it will work. Even the studying school level works with sound waves, and the holograph can actually make sound.
Yep. So that's just a tool that simply projects sound in a very refined way.
Yeah.
Very precise way.
With it, the copy of me can keep on hacking for whatever other kind of information that might be useful and send it to me. Until they find it. For all we know, they could actually take out the Magi there. Ah, I never left, I'm still here.
Yep.
Brilliant, Doctor! Not my cheers, the girl was confused. But why all the subterfuge? Because someone in this world is responsible for allowing the theft of the Alpha-Man. And I believe I met one individual with enough power and authority to make it possible. Doctor answered. The Prime Minister, and I've been realizing. And the residents of that world were expecting you to return for a long time now. This that is somewhat public knowledge, it can naturally fall into the hooves of the new West as well. Like the Christians. There's a point for me for one, the amusement of how Halloween trained and before he knows and said. He sure to put me on the defensive immediately by having me wait and then enter the room in a grandiose way. I have seen this type plenty of times before, including from my own people. I found to experience and educated, far from the thick anymore. His plan backfired, though. Just all an extra time gave me more time to prepare for the meeting. When the meeting actually took place, it cannot see the force by pretending to realize that the Time Lords do exist in this dimension. It's all on the Time War. But I really don't want the fact that puts him on the defensive and unbalanced. About his that, I expect control over our conversation. I mean, he just bluffed his way into, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, Doctor's been known to do that before.
That is all that's taken in the book. Literally, when they get two of the possible culprits, your friend actually confessed everything. That is the honest thing.
Yep.
Aha! I knew it was you! I have no evidence, and I actually don't know, but if you tell me that you were it, then I will know. Not only so, as he declared, but for the most important blunder he made during the conversation was planning, he was ignorant to the death of the Alpha Man. It was a huge mistake on its part, because I know for a fact that the Alpha Men have used their regular contact with Magi. They are highly telepathic, after all, so they use all of their abilities to keep the ocean planets guardians in the room. And what until the Alpha Men started to notice the death of the people, they tried more to allow the Magi to the fact, and they were awarded with a bunch of red tape for their approach. And what is not the Alpha Man society right, and the former guardians have now become corrupted somehow. As a result, they decided to keep their silence about any further complaints to Magi. That they keep up the true culprit to their suspicion as well. Good thinking, actually. Very good thinking. And yes, I think I said as well that there's no way they didn't know that they were missing.
Plus, in the last arc, you know that the Euphonian princess had a moment to contact the Doctor. We don't know what information she downloaded into him, but this is potentially one of it.
Yeah. So somebody was honoring this Yanta pony, and it is the Prime Minister himself. Serving us, and the guy is free. Let's make her that thing into a right. In the manner that imagine the rooftop, but you want to spring your feet into a woman's palm. A sign of anger and no determination. In this case, we have to go back there. In his fact now. No. You can go back anytime. Literally. Not yet. Not with the eyes, with a single percent. He has too much of a home field advantage now, for the moment. Furthermore, we don't know how far it actually stands. He only has many accomplishments under his rule. Oh. I found one problem with the holograph being there and collecting information.
Yeah?
They are in another time. Time moves differently now. So is he gonna get any information at all?
Yes, the Doctor has been proven he can send and receive information across time.
I mean, for them, only 1 second might be done when they get back.
I don't know how, but he's able to bypass the time barrier.
Well, that is work like he has to only travel like 2 years in the next timeline. and he received all the messages during
I
the
may have to remind you again that he was able to modify Rose Tyler's cell phone to be able to call her mother, despite being across space and time. So this is the same guy who did that technology before, so he could probably do it to himself as well.
Yeah, but what I mean is that no time is being spent in other time while they are out adventuring.
Kind of, except this copy of himself can communicate to the Doctor across time. So, yeah.
But it's still complicated timey-wimey stuff.
Oh yeah, very much so.
He's acting. Wait. Yeah,
Dr. Kelly that's talking.
What?
It's Dr. Kelly that's talking in that paragraph.
Yeah. He's the acting leader of our world. That makes a lot of sense as a character. Somebody with much power and authority can find plenty of places to hide their crimes. Have you tried looking under the rug?
Well, there's your crimes. It's right there under that rug.
Imagine,
Darn, you found it!
imagine if someone making copies of important papers and then when someone comes in, hides it under the rug literally.
I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling time travelers and the maid.
Which one of them is true? Well, in this case, what is our game plan? Shall we chase with the doctor? I'm sure you have one. Instead of going after him now, I would rather go and collect the evidence of his crime. Just to control it. Ah! He's playing instantly. And exactly what I expected you to say, but you can't figure out. You can do that by thinking of the alphabet outside. Also, does the way that told them life is normally carry manifests or such things? What's your manifest?
It's like a document that has the list of items that you currently carry.
Ah.
Like, we have 40 pounds of sugar, we have 16 pounds of fans and all that. We got 14 slaves, and this... Okay, it's just a list of everything you got. To check mark. Or you need those kind of records in order to keep a record of a financial transaction. When you carry that cargo and then you go off and sell it, you should be able to figure out how much money you made from that transaction too.
Ah, there you are. He is the one who just arrived. Happy birthday, guys. Yeah, I know.
He's in chat now?
Yes, he is.
Okay, cool. He got his message? And you sent it to him?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I actually sent the message first to Quill accidentally.
Well, send that to me again on January 23rd and you'll be on target.
Huh?
Incidentally, that's easy to remember. It's 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm have to send it on the first 23rd of January at 4:56 a.m. Yes, that's a confirmed. After all, they are like they like to keep track of what they store themselves. Keep in mind, however, they are not by a criminal organization. They are smooth criminals. They have been in the ringer for a few times, but they won't just leave evidence like that lying around in public. They probably exist, but it will take some effort to uncover. But now they have a Time Lord on their flank, solving chase aggressively. How do you cheat aggressively? Oh, I know how you cheat aggressively. This is how you cheat aggressively. Yeah!
Boop, Isaacs, you startled me.
Oh, sorry.
And startling is so startling.
I mean, yeah, it's in the name. And the rest of us follow midnight. Whatever it takes, we make sure they pay for the crimes. And we understand all families are returned safely to their home world. Also, Rex, what is gonna be the giveaway? I don't know if you actually started yet. Let me see. It seems you are still offline. We also need to find out what members of my species, or this Prime Minister Kratos, had to gain in this affair. This character, yes. I don't want to sound colorless. Where have I heard Kratos before? As a name. Huh.
I would. You can also replace that word with blunt.
No, no, I meant I heard that name before. I just don't know where.
As a name of a person?
Yes.
Oh, then I can't help you there. I don't mean to sound like that guy over there. Professor Callus.
Maybe, yeah. I will not find it, if it's that one or not. But there's a chance that might end up more important. You free the captives, of course, if we can, but finding out what certain dirty members of my race are up to could be crucial as well. So yeah, Rex is gonna go live in an hour, and by the time we might be done.
Well, let's keep at it then.
There's still a lot to go. But a lot less than an hour ago. Okay, let's start with a note to Dr. Kali. The motive just might be very important here. I seized him up in the meeting I had with him, and I can already tell that he's an individual with grand ambitions. Whatever he's playing at, there is a chance he might cause greater harm in the long run, if his plan to succeed. If that is the case, then I will need to stop it. This wasn't he was from you anyway. And I've been checked with the doctor. He's the one who called for that meeting. And after it was just to say hello. Is it me you're looking for? Yes. It was just only hello. I don't sit on the floor. Across his foreleg, across his chest. I said, no, that is a very interesting thought. He claimed that he had access to a number of other TARDISes, like this one, or they didn't specify how many. Yeah, I saw Richard's name here, so Mrs. Spoiler can tell you how many they have. But you're not gonna ask right. Richard is the only one, Dr. Chameleon, who didn't widen her eyes in short, like the rest of them did. And I mean they were also saved. Are you serious? He calms down as he asks him more about your soul. Do you think he is telling the truth? Or even better, do you think he believes what he's saying? I'm pretty sure he only told me that to listen me, but it might also be true. The doctor replied. It's decided to arrive, and over came an invasion from the Time Lord. What should I leave with my hand? He shook his head as he ignored on to say. It's not unreasonable to believe that the Magi who tried and failed to conquer the Magi would also access authority and that is border. That is the preferred method of travel for my people. I was quiet for a moment, until Dr. Kelly asked, so what are you going to do? I agreed to help him figure out how to unlock and use them, but in exchange, I am the one who gets to say the one, the would-be pilot and captain of those vessels. Ah, but actually gonna eat some kebab cat.
I remember when you were responding to me through comments on the YouTube section. It was a lot slower than just talking to you on Discord.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't even answer the questions or whatever I was saying until you glance at the screen, and that would stop you from reading the story.
I mean, it shows me now.
That's why it took longer back then.
And also, I had a lot less hair.
You had less hair back then?
Not hair, air. In my... I couldn't speak too much.
Okay.
Oh, do you mean before the surgery?
Yeah, actually. Back when you were reading the Sky Dancer story, I wasn't talking to you on Discord, so whenever comment or question I had, you had to glance at the other screen first, provide text message, and then respond to it. And when you do that, you stop reading the story. And so back then, it's why it took longer.
And also there's a delay between I see the message and you write it.
Yeah. The signal has to travel across the world to get to you.
It might be fast, but not the lightning. I mean, even lightning would need a lot of time to get here from there.
Definitely, yeah. Lightning is not as fast as light.
Yeah, that's why I said lightning. You know, I can type as fast as lightning. I hit a button every hour. I need to help him. You know, yeah, I said that. I heard it.
Actually, you did not read that paragraph.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are you sure that's right? Tommy asked curiously. Saying that I will help is right. Doing it is not. Then the road and leave it again, as he said. That would actually give me a more of an advantage than it was him. Not only because I think I realized he had enough of his action and cannot spell circles around him, but it would also give me access to more methods like this as well. I started for my companions to pilot them. But he said that, he gives an empathy look to Dr. Candy in particular. And she noticed it, which was her trying to grasp a bit. But nobody on the ship had that except for vision. Even the blind didn't hear that. He felt the vagina was feeling, along with everyone else on the ship. Why would she hear or look?
It says that even if the blind filly didn't hear that, she felt the Magi Doctor's
Yeah,
feelings.
that's what I said. Why would she hear it? It was an empathic look.
Yeah, she didn't see that, and but she heard the gasp from her.
Oh, yes. I was like, why would she hear the look? I forgot about the gasp. Thus, the correct saying Philip, who was patiently holding her place in the background, just might be the one who was learning the most in this encounter. I mean, yeah. Look so that I was his eyes as he goes on to say, was it my sleep? I failed to realize a whole content screen of TARDIS users. In order to circumvent and minimize one of the most many wars I am about to find, which exists in this dimension as well. But so far I don't know the details too much, and that gives me a leeway to write my own version of that story. I mean, for all we know, the Magi could be the actual attackers. They don't have to be that, oh no, the Tabloids attacked us and we survived. That is what he said.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, it could actually mean that, oh no, we actually raided the Time Lords while they were fighting another race. And that's why we have the TARDIS, if we have them.
If they did that, that might mean they held their own against the Daleks too. That would be impressive.
I mean, they don't have to actually do it. They might be just in the background, steal all that they can and then leave.
Yeah.
To do that, I will need to prepare for it. And for that, I need a whole lot of resourceful allies by my side. We will spend our influence all over time and space, so we can arrange critical circumstances to be in our favor. He gets his eyes in pain, as he says to himself quietly. Maybe this time I can save them all. Or at least more than I did before. This time too, I will do it myself. The Doctor. What you are saying is literally the opposite of what you are saying. We will have a whole fleet of TARDIS, but actually I will do it myself.
Yeah, because that's what it might take to actually succeed in an objective that large.
The support is problem as he looks out at the door to open space again. On the sudden thing of Christ's mission, lose back at his companion, as he said. Remember when I said that I realized the time of themselves the would-be conquerors of this society? No, answered the Apip. Actually, he did. And I've been correct. It was during this conversation. Oh! Let me said with a burnt blush. I mean, we know that he has a problem with short-range memory. I mean, that is why she failed the test. So the time knows they do exist in this universe. I mean, one of them is right in front of you. But I mean, point out. I still look back at the doctor. At least now, you know. He is a bit. But they probably have been fortified too. And also, they have been wiped out as well because the war already happened. Yeah, those was understanding. Another person in time will also exist in this dimension. What is in time war? Nothing else? Doctor answers. It's literally what it sounds like. When two police meet, they look at the clock. It's 11 o'clock. No, it's 12. No, it's 11. No, it's 12.
They just can't agree what the time is.
Yeah, it's a main time war.
You know what? Imagine two people standing in two different time zones, but they're also next to each other, so they're right on the border. And they keep arguing back and forth what hour it is.
Yeah.
And they're both right. They're both right.
Funny enough, the first, almost the first case in the study was about, literally about time. Because they were flying with the plane. You know how that works, right? Yeah, it's 5 AM, but actually it's 6 PM. It depends on which side you are looking for.
It wasn't until the oceanography class I learned something surprising that I really didn't know. The actual time zones across the planet is in squiggly lines.
Yes, it is.
I thought it would be straight lines all around the world. That might even cut right through the middle of the city. But no, they move it around in order to be more convenient for each individual country.
For more sunlight.
Yep.
One thing I always know, I never like, is the summer saving time, when you have to move the time zone every winter and summer. Never a lot of times, I don't know if you already get it or not, but for us, they have told us like, almost 10 years ago that, yeah, we will delete it and we will not use it anymore. We are still using it.
Well, let's continue so that you can get to your friend sooner.
Hey, I mean, I will not go there.
Well, I thought he was coming out in about an hour.
He's going online.
Okay.
Not me. But you never find out what he replied, as he now denied and nothing. The main method of it is a time war in the war. Was between people and an enemy of mine, known as knowledge. This is almost a pure version of an explanation, one that just about covers the basics. It is the strongest, bloodiest, largest, and most vicious war I've ever been part of. Imagine the Doctor going to the Star Wars universe.
The what universe?
The Star Wars universe.
Ooh.
I'm meeting R2D2. What kind of dark are you?
He once did make a robot dog for a while. I believe it was with the Fourth Doctor. I forgot its name.
And I don't know his name. I never knew his name. Let me give you just a small example. What I'm talking about, just so you can get a glimpse and the sheer magnitude and horror of that war. Be warned, this is not for the faint of heart. You do not have to worry about me, Doctor. I will not see it. Which is a shot, completely has the biggest heart of them all. I can see it. Also, no, it's not the visual that is the most terrifying of them if you are going to see them there. It is the smell. I know it very well because if I watch slaughter or even an operation in the television, I have no problem at all.
Really?
But even the tiniest bit of blood can make me feel dizzy if I smell it.
Okay. Well, seeing real injuries even on television has often made me shudder.
Okay, there is a limit in television as well. But most of them are fine.
Usually if it's fictionalized in some way, I can take it. I mean, like watching stunt devils do all that their amazing stunts and all that. Plenty of times they are injured for real, but I don't know what to say about that. It's like a contained environment where they've done it intentionally and it results in some level of success, as opposed to just watching a video of someone making a candid camera and they accidentally get harmed and they did not intend it. And they're really hurt bad because of it.
Yeah.
You see that and you feel like you understand what it might feel like to you if you experience that. And it almost feels like I got injured by seeing that.
Yeah, I didn't mean feeling them that. Okay, I know the pain. No, I meant my sickness, my dizziness. Because
Yeah, that's bad too.
But yeah, that is what I said. If he takes them there, the smack can overtake them all.
Certainly, yeah. I mean, consider the background of a bunch of these ponies here. Even Dr. Kelly. There's not one pony here that hasn't come from some benevolent society of some kind that's not used to actual war and pain.
Yeah.
The only one who has any experience with that is the Doctor himself.
Among all the ponies.
That said, Vision may have seen visions of other conflicts plenty of times in the past, and you can almost say that Mike has a chance to desensitize her, except she's empathic.
I mean, this is gonna be a good experience for Halloween and storming.
Oh yeah.
Before the big war.
You know what? Besides the Doctor, it's probably Stormwing that can handle it the best because it would hurt her, but she's stern.
Yeah. But yeah, let's continue.
Sure.
I suppose it's for a moment as he looks down and cracks his throat, and lets his gaze forward again, as he informs his companions grimly. There was an old word that got conquered by the Daleks. which they were using in a staging operation. The must lose a certain weapon. The Netherite from from the staging location. It is a massive sword on the side of the Time Lord. Literally. It immediately reminded me of the massive sword in Monster Hunter World. Neonator. Now, you can tell this is a massive sword.
Yep, that's pretty big.
So the solution is decided upon, despite most of the Maran objection, was to immersive temporary ground and enter a path, in order to wipe it out of my system. Didn't I make that joke that this planet was less star? It was another way around.
Oh, that's worse. If they aim something like that at the planet, it don't just blow up Alderaan. It never existed in the first place.
Ah.
So that will affect every other society that's ever had an interaction with Alderaan. That never occurred either.
And that is a big butterfly.
Very much so, yeah.
You know why I said that.
Yeah.
The school is exposed to silence. And I don't just mean they destroyed it. Dr. said with a brief shake of his head. No, if only they were that merciful. No, instead of that, the planet was hit with a super weapon of the Time Lord, and I was the family of the entire existence. And the Time Lord was heavily altered to accommodate this change, so that the planet never existed for anyone, and never in the first place. The Time Lords themselves, including me, stood immune to the temporal change, due to being resided in a broken dimension outside the normal time and space. Whatever within the normal universe, when the planet was seen was affected. Then, if they hit the first Dalek with a weapon, they could kill all of them.
Not quite. They would, if they hit a single Dalek, only that Dalek never existed. You'd probably have to aim the cannon at the person who invented them in the first place.
I mean, that's why I said the first Dalek.
That guy wasn't even a Dalek. Although he gained traits like that later on. That would be a scientist named Davros.
I mean, yeah, but we don't know what else he invented before.
Yeah, if you erase his existence, then you'll erase everything else he also invented. That disappears too, and some of that might have been beneficial.
I mean, for all means and purposes, you can just use a plasma rifle before he makes the Daleks.
Sure. I mean, what if Davros also created a cure to help with some big plague, which could actually happen for... You might need some defenses against various problems during a war.
Yeah. Besides the story is going to towards blunt boy. Moses and Art are meeting first in his chest now. Wait, Moses' heart are in his chest?
Yes. Set us side by side.
I don't know what I imagined, but yeah,
You thought it was in
No,
his stomach or something?
no, I for some reason mixing it with the centaurs. Because the centaurs have 2 hearts as well. Then it's falling down his face. It's going easy. That's what I prefer today. Which is very rare for the doctor. And then Twilight appeared, putting a bag in front of the doctor's mouth.
She's changing a breathing technique by gesturing her hoof towards her face, like in, gesture the hoof out. Ouch.
Can you imagine it? How does it look at civilization and victims were caught in the crossfire? Including some who were not even on the plane because they had someone in their agency who came from the plane or was affected by them in some meaningful way. All of that is gone. It was suddenly shout at the end. Even the assistant before all the started suffered from the blow, and they too arrived from existence along with everything on the side, and others affected by them anyway whatsoever. We can literally say, overkill much?
Yeah.
Okay. We are not that far. Let's go forward on his knee. You will see now too easy to stand anymore. He continues to breathe very rapidly. Brian now summoning his companions out of their horrified stupor in order to approach and attempt to confront him. Dr. Kelly is the first to arrive, followed by Duffy. They're storming. Although with him is too stunned and numb, barely comprehend anything anymore. The vision holds her ground surprisingly well, physically and emotionally. There weren't even corpses to Mary, and to Sarah to say. No ashes, nothing. Not even the memory lingered enough for anyone to mourn. They were erased from existence. The ultimate insult and denial of one's personal freedom and faith. And for what? One desolating outburst of concurrent murder? A world that was filled with victims to begin with? A world that needed our help. They cried for help. And what did my people do? Closely denied them, and some of them out of existence, possibly being in the way. I mean, they can actually pursue you with it. What are you talking about? They didn't exist to begin with. And in this sense, it is true.
Yeah, the doctor mentioned earlier that the Time Lords had a defense for the temporal changes, but they're the only ones not affected.
Yeah, imagine not being a Time Lord, firing the cannon, somehow firing it, and not knowing what happened. This doesn't work.
Well, there was no target there. It never was, so you never fired the cannon in the first place. Therefore, the planet is there, but now the planet is there, there's a target, so you're kind of stuck in the loop here.
I mean, no, if you don't know, you don't target anything, just shoot the cannon. You don't know what happened. The cannon doesn't even fire for your senses. You see that, this doesn't work.
Yep.
Oh, how the mighty has fallen. The god of time and space, thanks to become the very tyrant of dynasty was opposed. Also, it seems they can't use this on their own planet, because the cannon was forged there. Right?
I wonder if something like it did happen to them, and that's what ended the Time War. It kind of did seem that way. If you can get up to that episode again, which I think you already did, you might not remember the details, but it had something to do with the box that seemed to have all kind of mechanical parts in it.
It's a morphing ring.
And some kind of sentient entity was from it that took the form of Rose Tyler, but it was not her. And it was discussing the options with the war doctor.
So it's the ghost in the flesh.
Something like that. Yeah, it was kind of a Pandora's box there.
Open me up. I can give you anything you want, just open the box. Suddenly, Dr. Seros in his emotion. Ultimate spoke. Doctor, she said. He looked at her. He has her face in the general direction, as she said. And he turned out. The doctor looked down, closed his eyes in a tight squeeze, and she was in pain. So, he tries to contain himself. I mean, that is the problem. He tries to contain himself. Doctor, let it go! Which is advice again. Everybody about the ship can hope for it. He knows at him. It's finally time. Doctor's emotion eyes in such changing flux right now that he can barely contain it. With him pushed that power to the edge, he looks about himself and the others for advice. He gets a lot from each of them, even if they don't fully understand his pain. For him, the most meaningful note of confirmation is from Dr. Kali. For some reason, confirming note hits much closer to his heart than the others, but the mother knows why. If she knows who he thinks she is, he cannot lie or deny her. What if she is not who you think she is? What if she is just a changeling? So the doctor faced his pain, and his courage was on by his hand. So much pain, and so much circulating his memory alone. But there were many others, like his friend across the time. In October, to each international PTSD from any survivor.
The tortured survivor.
Yeah. That's the way the doctor always saw himself. It was in the time of past. Not only a war, and the knowledge that this is more. But all was said and done because some of the knights survived and remote the empire. The Time Lords weren't so lucky. I mean, some Time Lords did survive. At least one.
Yep.
Even the doctor, the one survivor of the time war of his people, was his home and man everyone he cared about within it. There are so many names on his heart because of that. Good people he refuses to forget, no matter how much his knowledge touches him. That's what he mean. He's mean about in the time war. Not the glorious victor that he sometimes pretends to be, but another tortured survivor. The loss of the Time Lords. With a thought, an explosion of pain erupts from his chest. This time, he cannot contain it. Yet, he has crossed the horizon. The door rose at the top of his lung, with the explosion of pain and anger. Moments later, he roared me on the top of his lungs. His voice became more stronger, and more voices joined his roar as he continues. In addition, massive energy erupts from his body. Realizing nobody would only show up to save his life from contamination. For the time, his body can't tell the difference between the pain roar and him being in actual death throes. And then he looks around. All of his companions are roaring as well with him. Instantly and wildly, the rest of the nearby companions become number one. They saw the golden explosion of energy, anything off his body. Ah. There is one thing coming to mind.
Okay.
Because of the golden energy. And the microwing.
It might be that kind of dangerous too.
When she heard of his scheme, sank deeply in their thoughts, which is precisely why he tried so hard to find this before. He didn't want to hurt his friend badly enough to potentially drive them insane with grief, but this time, he did not have it. He has came out too strong to fight back anymore. Yet, just outside, in the vast emptiness of space, everything remains completely quiet. You will see instant intensity of his roar, or the fact of the TARDIS doors are still wide open. More and more voices.
No sound travels through space.
What?
It's a vacuum. No sound travels through space. It's a vacuum out there.
Ah. This is not sound. This is pure emotion.
Well, that too.
And energy. More and more voices join the Doctor's scream. They each echo, making a sound like more than they actually are. First it sounded like 10 voices, then 100, then 1,000. So the Doctor could actually make the biggest cures all by himself. After that, everybody in the TARDIS had no way to tell how many they are. I mean, they probably lost count at 10. The voices joined in a single cacophony. It is more constant, teaching note of a song. It's like ringing in the ears, times 1,000. During this time, within the golden explosion of energy, the face continually and constantly morphed into the shadow of other victims who suffered in that war, including others who were erased from existence. Only the Doctor remembers them now. And only suffered the pain of their loss. Yet, this moment, they seem to join him somehow, like the last shout of pain from their ghosts. Nobody in the TARDIS can tell how long this goes on. By the time the Doctor is done, everyone is finally numb. The vision currently remains on the only person left standing. Ah, I was like, but the Doctor is standing as well, but he's not a pony. He's a Time Lord.
Well, it did mention earlier that he collapsed to his knees. He never rose since. No, so she is the only one standing on the ship right now.
Okay. In fact, he's the only one who seems affected by the outburst. even though she should be the most effective, considering abilities. No, I'm pretty sure she already planned this. She might have already put up a psychic wall. I wish she was the one who encouraged her to let it all out.
Oh yeah.
But she acts like she expected this. And this moment is necessary at a fixed moment of time. Because it is. Dr. collapsed on the ground, but I doubt. But she struggled to hold on to consciousness. That's what I told her. Because he is not punished with his point. Outwardly, he appears to be unchanged, but internally, he will no longer be the same after that moment. None of you know the sheer magnitude and horror of the war. The doctor decides between the desperate gasp of breath, and I pray you will never do. And I swear, by all the power that lies within me, nobody will ever know the horror of the decay again. The doctor collapses. That is true. And the curious and ironic exception of vision, need a week to recover after that. Only a week? During that time, they are standing in space, because the one pilot they have is out cold. And this is the conclusion of the Paradise Arc. I will not read out loud the author's notes.
Okay.
I will just skip over it. Because reading onto your own is a lot faster than reading out loud.
Okay.
We are going to Marvel Cinematic Universe. Terrible like it should be, it's very old novels. What are these novels?
Yeah, this particular idea of the arc is why I just can't foresee the ending of the story. Unless I can write all the way to the conclusion of the entire Time War.
Yeah.
The Doctor's version of it, though.
Is any of your Oasis creature a companion of the North Star? Is Mamu a companion of the North Star? Actually, no.
Or any of his other crew that eventually get their own ship.
No, he found another way of traveling through time and space.
Oh, neat.
My pure chance. So in a sense, yes and no. Almost enough once, my friends. So tell me tomorrow. That was a very short arc. You are right.
Yeah.
And a long chapter. And a long sadness.
It was like 3 in a row that ends up 7 chapters.
And a lot of pain.
Yeah, but now that he's unleashed that, he's carrying on to less of a burden in his heart.
I see one problem with film fiction. They forgot one button. It's to the top. This button.
So, what did you think of this chapter?
the first part was definitely the part where they are away. I told them they did something, and for all we know, he still could have done something that you didn't mention. Other than just placing a spy.
Well,
The second part was
he did
more.
create a digital spy, so
Yeah.
that was mentioned. And he knew is explained later that the Prime Minister Kratos might be guilty of at least ignoring the Klaxians. So that could be a strong reason why he tried to rush his companions out of that planet. They have a guilty party there, and that person is aware of them. So getting them, his crew, out quickly, it may be a way to protect them. But before he left, he grabbed one member of the planet because he thinks that there's some special destiny with her. And Kratos, for his part, you actually welcomed. You find anyone who's a worthy candidate, go ahead and take him. It took a little bit of convincing, but he even convinced Kratos to accept the possibility of other races who might be potential candidates for a captain of their own ship.
I still don't know why Kratos accepted the offer.
Why Kratos accepted the offer?
Yeah. That's, the doctor can name whoever he wants.
Maybe he didn't really mean it, or if he did, then he's seeing this as an opportunity to advance his society to this next level, to be more important. And that is a big deal to a man like that.
You know why I'm saying this? Because Kratos already agreed that the doctor can choose whoever he wants.
Yep.
But then he still sought her out of the planet. Without telling Kratos who we chose.
Well, sure. There could be some advantages from hiding some secrets.
But yeah, the second part is just the pure anger and sadness. Which is definitely here. Now all the companions know what they are dealing with. What they are preventing.
It's pretty clear why it happened to you too. Why at least some idea why the Time War was so painful to the Doctor?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss. If he didn't know that the planet that was destroyed existed, then he wouldn't feel bad about it.
But now it feels like he didn't do enough to save them.
No,
so,
I feel like he's actually blaming himself. That
yeah, probably.
It's kind of my fault that I didn't do enough.
Yeah.
But now, he has a new companion. I wonder if he is ever gonna present it to Kelly. Oh yeah, by the way, you were my wife in another time and universe.
He has a new objective too, to try to tame the Time War. That's a much bigger arc. As for a smaller objective, find the remaining Alphamians, because if you do, that might also help to gather evidence against Kratos.
I mean, they probably have to go back to the same timeline. But they came
Even if the Alphamians know nothing about who's responsible, he's still promised the Alphamian princess to return them, the missing captives, back to their world. So he's gonna do it no matter what. Insofar as a goal is concerned.
Even if it kills him in the process.
Yeah, probably. We've seen the Doctor attempt to go that far before if that's what it takes to save people.
I can actually see the next part is gonna be a lot shorter, almost half the size. Oh, less than half the size of this one.
Are you talking about in terms of word length?
Yes.
Okay.
This was a long one. I mean, 2.5 hours we were alive. I know there was some interruption in the meantime, but it's part of having fun.
Yeah, there's a few, but there is also us talking, and I still enjoy that. Is as a friend we can just discuss, and as fans too, of this kind of work. Because concerning the opposite strategy, you just talk and read the story verbatim, and otherwise we're both silent.
Yeah, they're just telling the story. If I wanted to just read the story, I could just do this.
Just telling this story is causing the doctor's blood to boil. Both.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
This is more than just a reading, it's a reaction, just like you're doing for the MLP show or several others. Commenting on top of it what you think about what you just saw and read.
But it is definitely more taxing.
Alright.
But it's easier because I can actually stop whenever I want.
Yep.
I mean, I can do it in the middle as well, but...
Now that you finished this chapter 2, what did you think of the entire arc? Besides being short. You mentioned that already.
Yeah, you threw me on the multiple loops in this one. Because
the story was surprising, huh?
I thought that it was gonna be an empty paradise, an empty chalice. Where there is nothing, no pony is alive, or at least or only one pony is alive, who is controlling everything.
Okay.
Making NPCs everywhere.
Well, it's more like a metaphorical empty existence where they're constantly living in a hollow reality. And the doctor in this chapter even said the danger to that is it hollows you out.
Yeah.
The more you rely on this static environment, the more empty you become inwardly. He thinks that they need more challenge in order to facilitate growth. And that's why he encouraged Dr. Kelly to join him. And as a side effect, she also has some medical expertise and magic in order to help the rest of this crew, too. Now, you already know that she doesn't stick around up till the point where, at the end of the journey in Skydancer, when they get trapped in the ancient past. So at some point, she retires from this journey for some reason. Before that point, but she's here now, so we'll see how long she sticks around.
For some reason, whenever I was reading the character's name, I was still imagining Kratos in my head.
That's Kratos.
Yeah, it's not Kratos, it's Kratos.
Well, that would be like a hardcore warrior versus a slimy politician who
then he would have
pretends to be good. So, as far as the arc's concerned, it has a lot of surprises for you.
Yeah, I have one question though, which I don't mean as well. Did they actually inject William in the night? Or just talked about it?
Yeah, they did. It's going to be mentioned later on a few times. But that's actually not put too much emphasis in the story. It was mainly to explain why her health starts accelerating in a more better pace later on.
I mean,
but in the newest arc I'm currently working on, I feel like that particular aspect is going to evolve once again into something even grander.
Oh no, the lights are gonna be micros.
Well, they counter something else that can sort of evolve it into something better.
Hunger butter faster. But yeah. I still thought that we are gonna see some corrections here. Or more robots.
Within this arc?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I guess we are still chasing them.
Oh yeah. Are you predicting their arrival in the next arc, perhaps?
I mean, they are literally going after the alpha males, the missing alpha males.
Yeah,
so...
and the Calaxians are the one who at least initially took them. Now they might have sold them to other races since then, but they are the ones who initially had them. Even if the Alphamids are not on their ships anymore, it would still be helpful to get a hold of those ships' manifests to find out if they ever were on that ship earlier in the history. Because your doctor has a time machine.
Yeah.
If he found out they used to be on that ship, go back to that time where they were and then take them before they get sold off. Besides, those manifests are useful as evidence.
You know what? It will be even easier to go back to Quill in time, literally on that point when they are being taken. And stop them from being taken away to begin with.
Trying to poke holes in the plot here.
No, wait, no. I'm gonna counter-argument myself that it wouldn't be easier because we are talking about corrections. This time, the Doctor wouldn't have any silent bombs to use against them. And we know that the corrections are technically advanced and they have weapons. Would be not only endangering everyone on the planet, but also wouldn't be able to fight back.
Well, relatively advanced. They may actually be primitive compared to the Time Lord technology, but compared to those who are on Waterworld, oh, they were way ahead of them.
Yeah. I mean, no, the Time Lord himself doesn't really use weapons, in this time.
He doesn't, but that's been known to be used in the past by other Time Lords, especially the Master.
Also, he did use weapons. He used the time bomb against them.
You know, that is true. It's even more true than you think if you actually watch the original Doctor Who and some of the episodes. He has used guns before, very rarely. And by the way, it was an episode I haven't seen, but Death Battle actually pulled this out when they actually had a battle between the Doctor and Rick Sanchez. They mentioned in the information about the Doctor, he actually did invent a gun that would erase the target's existence that it's aimed at.
Oh, so it's a miniature version of the Time Lord weapon.
Yes, it's a miniature version of it. And when I wrote this first before I saw that episode, and then that episode of Death Battle confirmed that Time Lords can definitely do that. And the Doctor himself did it once, but I don't know what circumstances have made him even consider it.
I mean,
he probably was very reluctant to use it, and maybe even didn't use it. But he had it for a moment. And so if he had it, the Time Lords themselves can certainly come up with something like that, especially during the Time War when they got more desperate and aggressive.
Yeah, you know when they are not using that too much, that weapon? Not only because of they are not anymore, and also they are not about that war kind of people.
The Time Lords used to be very strict about time infringes and all that. They wanted everything neat and tidy. They were kind of
Yeah.
similar to that new show in Marvel, the Sacred Timeline and all that. I forgot what that organization was called. But anyway, that's what the Time Lords used to be like. But when the Time War occurred, throw all the rules out. Everything is about survival at all costs for them. It might be that they were willing to redeem themselves after the war, but as long as they were still desperate, they would be willing to survive by any means. Not the Doctor, though. Even he bloodied his hands more than he usually would in that Time War, but he probably still was more heroic than the majority of his people at that point. They used to put the Doctor on trial, by the way. I heard it occurred especially towards the Sixth Doctor and all that, where he was tried by his people multiple times. You know, he did steal a TARDIS, first of all, but I don't know what else he was being accused of. But it proves the point that they used to be strict.
I had a stupid image in my mind. When a mother is actually giving birth, and then the Time Lords appear. Ah, this kid is too early. Put it back.
I guess they could do it. I mean, if they got guns that can erase people from existence, maybe they could also have a gun that can rewind time at the target they're aimed at. To put the baby back in the womb.
you know why I said it's a stupid image. But yeah, the reason why they don't really want to use that weapon too much is because it needs to experience as well.
Well, it's very chaotic. If you really do have a weapon like that, even though your people are immune to the temporal shifts, you're causing massive changes to the rest of the universe.
Yeah.
And that's a big mess. I'm thinking, according to this story, the only time the Time Lords used it indiscriminately was when they got really desperate. But they also were causing a very strong mess that it would take them an enormous amount of time to try to clean up later on. They just got that desperate. But I think they didn't use that so indiscriminately before the Time War. In fact, they probably punished people for even trying, because it just made a mess for them to clean up.
So, in your story, we only use it once, but we use it very extensively.
Yeah? Heck, if the Daleks had technology like that, you know they'd use it indiscriminately. Because their whole mission is all about extermination of entire races other than Daleks. They would consider a weapon like that convenient.
Would it be extermination if they didn't even exist in the first place?
Kind of. They wouldn't be aware of their victory, but as long as there's other races to aim the cannon at, they'll just keep on being trigger happy about it. However, the typical tactics I've seen for the Daleks is to exterminate people right there in front of them with their little arm cannons and anything else they got to see their victory and to kind of revel in it.
I definitely asked this before. Did we ever get an answer if the Daleks had any reason why they are wanting to exterminate everything? Do they have an end goal? By killing everyone?
You know what? I have not seen that episode yet. Like the invention of the Daleks, which is probably called Father of the Daleks for that particular arc, where Davros was introduced. But from what I can tell, that was a very bitter scientist. What I do know that he had survived through multiple wars prior to that, and that probably caused him to be very bitter and angry about existence, and just lashing out at everyone. To the extreme. Davros is probably insane.
Maybe the original goal was actually something more simple than just Here's that one thing. And then it evolved into establish everything.
The very first appearance I've seen of Daleks, they were seen to be up against a particular race on a certain world. And I don't believe they've had that huge backstory yet. It just turns out that episode was very popular at the time, so the race ended up returning multiple times. And every time they did, they invented more and more about the race. Until they turned out to be the Doctor's primary antagonist.
I mean, the Doctor did almost kill them multiple times.
Yes.
So I wouldn't hold them back of why they want to examine the Doctor too much. They at
Regardless of
least
that,
have a reason for that one.
that wouldn't change the motives of the Daleks. They may not have a personal grudge against the Doctor if he never attacked them, but nevertheless, he is not a Dalek, so they're going to attack.
Yeah. But no, they are actually searching for the Dalek, for the Doctor. Kill him.
Yes, they are aware he's a major threat.
But yeah, they are not here yet. I'm pretty sure they will be.
You think they will?
Yes, I do.
The most famous villains of the Doctor Who, you think that will eventually will appear in this fan fiction?
You know why I think they are? Because you said it yourself. The Time War exists in this one.
Right. And
No.
the Doctor has a specific goal in it now. That he knows he's going to face it, but this time he plans to do it on his own terms. And guess which some individuals are involved with it? Time Lords on one hand, and Daleks on the other.
Yep. This is my only proof I need. That the Daleks are gonna appear.
Right. Well, you're probably right. But you'll find out as you continue the story.
Yeah. And also
Same thing with me, actually. As I write it, I start to learn more and more about the story.
yeah, that sounds like Oda who's like, oh yeah, I should actually figure out what the One Piece is.
I actually wrote a chapter today, and I'm nearly finished with that arc too. It's also probably going to be 7 chapters, but I'll see.
But yeah, I would say I'm gonna end the stream right now.
Okay.
Because it's almost 3 hours already.
Yeah. Thank you for the reading.
And thank you for being here. And thank you all for being here as well. And see you next time, which will be tomorrow at the same time. Or for
Okay.
you already tonight.
Alright.
Bye guys! Bye bye!
Bye-bye.